Yo, history is written by the victors. Survivors of the raiders keep the stories like it's hidden, but it's out now. Diversity is inclusively excluded. That's why I'm so proud to find the excellence exuded from our peers and ancestors. Dream of different outcomes. Community can truly be existing here without love. From Emmett Till to Emmett Smith to Emmett Reed, Durkeeville was founded on our freedom like Juneteenth. The brothers and the sisters running bases in the league. A sea of athletes growing, going pro just like the seas. Joseph Bleed Day, celebrating people in every way. The voices we are lifting are so worthy every day. At a time when the people are heavily divided, undecided that we're equal, we still stand 10 toes down here in the sand with canvas to help our memories now expand. Of black lawyers and doctors, of black peace way before the crack era knocked us. To sing songs and spread joy down halls, to see the vision of Coach J.P. Smalls, preserve the legacy. How it will inspire, well just let it see. Queens and kings to have a dream that people say just let it be. Giving love is everything. I see the future way ahead of me. 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 The voices we are living on every day.
This project was youth-driven. So to kick it off, we want Teddy Williams from the Youth Action Series just to tell you a little bit about what all's going on.
Beautification projects and revitalization projects. And so far, my experiences working in those, it was phenomenal and groundbreaking. Just learning new talents and meeting new people while bringing back our city. I loved it, and I'm proud to say that I'm proud to say that I'm a part to be of SOIP and the Youth Action Series. Thank you.
Now we're going to hear from Tamisha Hill of Unified Communities Investors and Abdul Hai Thomas, Center for Children's Rights, the State of the Young People, and the Youth Action Series. So please welcome the two brains behind the operation who just, all they did was hold the kids up, but they were there for them all the time.
Grace and peace, everyone. My name is Tamisha Hill. I'm with Unified Community Investors, and this is my right hand. We could not have done this without each other. Abdul Hai with the Center of Children's Rights. We actually met at the Center of Hope, and we were frustrated with going to so many forums where we're sitting together but isolated. So you have tabling going on over here, tabling going on over there, and there's time we're being spent together and we're not doing anything. So we had that brilliant moment when it was like, let's make our time count. And so I have a passion for community revitalization. He has a passion for youth activation. And in January of 2023, we came up with the 32209 Community Revitalization Project Youth Action Series. So what we ended up doing was every first Saturday of the month for all of 2023, we activated the youth by committing to revitalizing a community that is considered low status. So we have painted homes, we've done exterior restoration, we've done lawn maintenance, we've also done canvassing where the youth are getting familiar with knocking on doors and getting in contact with the neighbors, indoor air quality surveys, and block parties. When we was at the Blue Zones kickoff, we did a lot of work and the youth continuously showed up. And they decided that they wanted a mural to celebrate their efforts. In addition to a mural, they also wanted a youth summit where they could get together and actually create safe spaces that are healthy and inviting and fun. And so tomorrow we will be having the Blueprint Youth for Change Health Summit at the Emmett Reed Center from 10 to 4. Please pick your kids up by 4. And the first 100 youth that come will receive a $25 Visa gift card. In addition, we ask that your youth please dress comfortably because every youth will have the opportunity to participate in yoga, boxing, and jiu-jitsu.
All right, good evening, everyone. Hope everyone is well. Again, my name is Thomas. I'm with the Center for Children's Rights, and it's really been a pleasure working with Tamisha, young folks like Teddy, and pretty much everyone out here that's with us. We have seen your face at least one time over the past 15 months. So as Tamisha mentioned, this really started in January of 2023. So this is a 15-month culmination of the work that's been done. And it's been done locally, it's been done regionally with the University of Florida, it's been done locally with Edward Waters University. We even got City of Jacksonville involved. And it's really just been the support of everybody in the community. And I am, as Rasheed Williams from Blue Zone says, I am a transplant. So I've been in Jacksonville for the past 15 years, but this is my home. I met my wife here, you know, we have a daughter, and I met all of these wonderful people here. And Jacksonville, particularly this community, has become very, very close to my heart. And we've seen it transform. We've helped to do this with the community, with residents, with homeowners. And, you know, you can drive through this community and you just see a little piece of us. And at first it kind of started as an idea, and we came out, you know, youth initially came just to get some community service hours, and now we're meeting each other's families. We're going out to dinner together. When our children fall, we're picking our children up and wiping their tears away. And so it has really become a family event. It's become a family monthly basis for us. So we do this every month without questions. I mean, we've only been canceled one time. That was in March of 2023. We reluctantly canceled, but it was a good call, right?
Yes, yes.
Because it poured over here that particular day. My wife was telling me, she's like, man, cancel. I'm like, no, we can do it. She's like, cancel. So I made the call at the last minute, and it was a good call. But as Tamisha said, and we did make the work up in the following month. So we were able to paint a couple homes, picked up hundreds of bags of trash, hundreds of indoor surveys, indoor air quality surveys, 50 or so indoor air quality devices. I mean, the list goes on and on and on about what we've accomplished here. So we want to turn it over. Just thank you for coming out and being a part of this with us. And remember, the work's going to continue after this. This is just a mini celebration for now, but the work's going to continue.
Thank you for that. Get everybody woke up, right? All right, we're going to kick it off. One of the things that we've been doing at the Performers Academy when we decided to join in with the Youth Action Series and do this is that we decided to do a lot of research. So our students did research, and you're going to see the product of some of that work they've done. So the first person I'd like to bring to the stage is Zuri Randolph. She's going to be accompanied by Rashawn Medlock. Zuri has written, produced the lyrics, the music for this song she's about to sing. And what title did we go with? Down in the Durkee. All right, so give up for Zuri Randolph. I like to move, so I'm going to just take off the singing.
I'm a little nervous, so don't judge me. The mic a little, technical difficulties and all. My bad. I meant to speak up.
Big hand for Zuri. She's done so much work. She's one of our all-stars at TPA, so we love having her around. This is a huge treat. Just let us get these mics to be friendly, and then we'll give you a show. 1 second.
Feel free to clap, snap, all that good stuff. Get into it, you know what I'm saying?
She hates it when I do this.
So we started from the bottom. Kinda crazy how we made it to the top. They was trying to keep us down for a while. Now we do our own thing, can't stop. We've been running around the DK, living lavish. All them people on the other side wish they had this. No, we move with passion. All the way to keep our names with this magic. Moving classy. I be like, ALL with the money. Or you can call me Tony, cause I'm smooth, they looking funny. You don't gotta like me to acknowledge I'm 100. I am not the one you can run over if you wanna. Cause I done built a name for myself in these streets. I done made a way for the people that I love to be free. To be free.
Nothing into something, we just got our start. Started from the bottom, stardust in the stars. Far from where we started, taking our turn at that. Durkee had the vision, and ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing into something, we just got our start. Started from the bottom, stardust in the stars. Far from where we started, taking our turn at that. Durkee had the vision, and ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
I don't know where we came from. Call on J.H. Durkee, he the one who started something. Got us all feeling like we really more than what they say we could be. Never thought we would be. Living in a real world, but she living so greatly. Everybody happy cause our lives are so amazing. We take care of the kids, all these programs we created. Really out here ballin' like Jackie, they couldn't phase us. No matter if you big or small, everybody got a role. Time get really tough, and mama told me not to lose control. Learning about my patient like nobody knows how far I go. And I won't ever let nobody tell me I can't go for gold. Love your life, respect your elders cause they put up the fight. You get the chance to live your very best life. Everybody wanna see us shine, cause we fly, so we earned it. No, we deserve this. We made a way, and now we flourish, yeah.
Nothing into something, we just got our start. Started from the bottom, stardust in the stars. Far from where we started, taking our turn at that. Durkee had the vision, and ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing into something, we just got our start. Started from the bottom, stardust in the stars. Far from where we started, taking our turn at that. Durkee had the vision, and ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that.
Yes! Appreciate it, appreciate the time, appreciate the love. Coming to TPA, we work with all the time. This is what we do. I'm gonna hand it back for up to Mr. Pat.
What we do is the Performers Academies, the kids learn to create their own music, their own words, and their own messages. So, for her to be able to write the song, pick the music, all that, you give her another round of applause. Okay, if you've gone by the mural, I don't need to tell you who the next guy is, because he's the first thing you see. Mr. Paul Tutwiler come on up, from Jacksonville Northwest CDC is here to just accept. We're honoring him, and he's going to share with us a couple of words.
Incredibly honored to be here, and I can honestly say I don't necessarily feel I deserve the honor that's been bestowed upon me. I'm standing on a lot of really important shoulders that came before me, and I'm very proud to serve in their legacy. It's about understanding this community's history and understanding the journey that this community has gone through, sharing the blood, sweat, and yes, tears that this community has gone through. We still have a journey going on, and in many ways, it's our own trail of tears. And we began to kind of tell the story as we began to talk about through the lens of those people who lived this community for many decades and seeing the transition that occurred, asking the questions, what can we do to restore the community to what it once was, when the word neighbor meant something different, and it once was a very prominent neighborhood. So we're excited to be able to talk about that and then ask ourselves those important questions of what must we do in this era to restore ourselves to that former glory. We can probably call our community home. Home is a very interesting concept. It's a place of safety. It's a place of comfort. When you're tired and had a rough day, you really want to go home. It's just that place. And so in order for us to kind of get back to that place, we have to kind of understand it. For those younger people, I'd like to talk about in terms of a little young lady, Dorothy, and her little dog Toto. She woke up one day and it was a strange place she didn't recognize. She was very far away from what she knew as home. And all she wanted to do was go back. Through her journey, she realized there were three important things that were necessary. You have to have a heart, you have to have a brain, and you have to have the courage to go there. And so it's about understanding that in order to restore our community, we must go back to Dorothy's lesson and be able to understand what it takes for us to get back to the community that we once was, that we call home. And when we fight that good fight, we give it our good effort. There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home.
I think that Paul, I just changed the program because what he said about there's no place for home, like home, I think that we should now hear from Nadia, who is with JAMS, one of our partners that worked on our project. We're so proud to have partnered with JAMS. They do arts and music just like we do, and we share a lot of the same ideas and programs. But Nadia's got a poem that she's written about there's no place like home. So I think we should hear from her. Nadia.
Hello, everyone. As she said, my name is Nadia. I'm 13 years old, and I'm in creative writing and film at JAMS, Jacksonville Arts and Music School. And this poem is really special to me because it's the first one I've ever performed. And like she said, it's really just about the specialty and comfort and peace of home. So I hope you enjoy. Returning is when you realize every journey that ends at home is a good one. It's sinking into your bed after depleting days, wrapping yourself in a blanket of memories, settling into your seat at the dinner table and knowing you never have to pretend to be okay. Returning is when you realize letting the stiffness in your shoulders relax, because here is safe. Here is home. Behind closed doors, surrounded by love, is where you recover from adversity. Broken pieces molded back together with grace, no need to save face. Your tears flow freely because the only looks you'll get here are ones of compassion. Returning is when you realize that home is more than a physical dome. It's a connection to your hearts and peace within your soul. The sound of laughter that heals and the smell of home-cooked meals. It's a cup of golden tea for the cold you caught, running inside to get a Band-Aid for your bruised knee. The warmth of a familiar smile from a familiar face, and realizing you will never be replaced. I finally grasped that life is forever complicating, but home remains sustaining. I am filled with a sense of grace, for no matter where I roam, I'll have a place to call my own.
Thank you, Nadia. That was great. That was great. And now what we're going to do is hear a little bit about the history of Durkeeville. And again, doing some research, Serenity studied what the kids went through when they were growing up in Durkeeville. And she's going to share some of that with you. Please welcome Serenity.
Hi, my name is Serenity. And I'm going to be doing a poem about what the people in Durkeeville went through and stuff like that. And I'm going to get that after I'm done. Our history is beautiful. It's one of a kind. It's everything that comes to mind when you think of profound pride. Our history is a flower waiting to bloom in the darkness, but it already shines in the sun. Our history is an ocean of words waiting to be written. Our history is melanated and black. Our history is freedom without even saying it. Our history is always last, but not least. Our history is a sea of opportunity to be free. Poem. And that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. Okay, our next person that we're honoring, we are honoring Ben Frazier. And unfortunately, we lost Ben this past year, but we're really excited that we can celebrate him on this mural because he made such a difference in so many people's lives. To help us honor him, we've got his daughter, Kelly Frazier. Please welcome Kelly.
So impressed with our youth out here this evening. I think Whitney said it best. The children are our future. Teach them well and let them what? Thank you for honoring my father with this mural and this award, and for letting me say a few words on his behalf. My understanding of this program was to show all the children that living legends are people that are around you every day. They have a positive effect on you in or around your neighborhood. And for me, that was definitely my father. He was fun and full of life. He loved fishing, cooking, and most importantly, eating. And he was also one of the kindest people that I knew. He actually liked being called Mr. Excitement. And I'll always remember him for being loving, caring, and creating so many wonderful memories for my brother and I. He was a legendary father for me, for many reasons. He was bigger than life at home and even outside. He could always tell my brother and I to speak clearly and distinctively, because he spoke clearly and distinctively. Those characteristics, along with his booming voice, research skills, and intellect, started him on a path to a successful career in radio and journalism. He was an award-winning journalist, news anchorman, producer, and last but not least, a civil rights activist. He received many legendary themes while in his career, one of which he was the first Black news anchorman at Channel 4. He also received several Emmys and awards for his journalistic efforts. While things weren't always good, because he made some decisions in his life that changed the path that he was headed on. But he didn't let that define or defeat him. He used that to better himself. He was able to take another path that led him to being known as the voice, a voice for the voiceless, a drum major for justice. He had seen his mother being a civil rights activist when he was a child, so he wasn't a stranger to standing up for racial equality. In 2015, he witnessed a woman that was being harassed, and he didn't feel comfortable about it. So he stood up and he said something about it. And in his process of making sure that everybody knew what was going on and speaking out about it and getting other people in the neighborhood to gather and make sure that this wasn't something that continued, he formed the Northside Coalition of Jacksonville. It's a nonprofit where the purpose and the mission is to stand up and speak out against all forms of social, racial, and economic injustice, and to better our community. Again, he had a hand in some legendary events. He played a big part in getting the names changed to several of the schools from the Confederate names. He also played a big part in having the statues removed, the Confederate statues. He, along with many others, successfully sued council with the redistricting in a case that minimalized the Black vote. He also went viral a couple of times because he stood up to the governor and city council. I was absolutely ecstatic when he was invited to speak at Switzerland, at Geneva in Switzerland at the United Nations, because what an honor, what a legendary honor. I've heard great things about what you all are doing in our community, and I want to thank you and commend you. You are all capable of achieving great things. No matter what challenges come your way, just remember that to persevere, determination, and hard work is all you need. You may face obstacles and setbacks, but don't let that discourage you. Use those as stepping stones to grow stronger and wiser. Believe in yourself and in your abilities, because you have the power to make your dreams a reality. Stand on the shoulders of those before you. Ask questions. Never stop learning. Explore new interests. Ask questions. And embrace new experiences. Every day is an opportunity to discover something new about yourself and the world around you. The world and your community need you. Surround yourself with positive influences and supportive people who believe in your potential. Share your goals and your aspirations with them. Let them encourage and ignite your journey. But keep in mind that really all you need is yourself. Believe in yourself. Be kind to yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small, and learn from your mistakes. Thank you again for this honor, for the mural, for my dad. Have a good day.
Entertainment. They're going to fix the speaker. Come on. Got it? Okay. Woo! Is that better? All right. Thank you. Thank you. All right, next we're going to hear from Marley. He's from the Performers Academy, and he's written a poem celebrating the way people grew up in Durkeeville. Come on up, Marley.
Hello. I'm a holder.
I thought he was going to do a song.
Yeah, I'm a holder. I'm a holder. Alright, I wrote this back in February. Back when I started this, I felt ecstatic. A surge came through me like a shot of ecstatic. I'm thinking this is how Joseph felt about Durkeeville. And if all the thoughts made him want to lavish. When I think of Black History Month, I felt like a madman. Sticking with my people together, working magic. J. Hudson contracted 200 homes in Durkeeville, and A. L. Lewis gave African Americans in his city access to life insurance and mortgage. This is why I feel with pride, knowing that I wrote this poem for all to absorb.
If you've ever been to the Durkeeville Historic Society, you know who this man is. You can't get out of there without him telling you some history. So we've asked Mr. Lloyd Washington from the Durkeeville Historic Society to come share with us a little bit about JP's small park, because that's on the mural and it's an integral part of Durkeeville. So please welcome Mr. Washington.
Welcome to the House of Baseball. My favorite baseball team was the Jacksonville Redcaps. They're a local team. They grew up here, and they lived here in Jacksonville. Currently, the ballpark is named after John Purcell Small, better known as J.P. Small. A lot of people have asked, due to the fact that we have a $10 million grant and we renovated, that the name is going to change. No. The field will be named after Hank Aaron, and the ballpark will still be named J.P. Small. I would like to say one thing right quick. My favorite Negro League ball player was Cool Papa Bell. It was said that Cool Papa Bell was so fast he could turn out the light, be under the cover, and sleep before the room got dark. Think about it. But we're currently working. We're already a year behind, but we're gonna brand a brand new stadium and a brand new museum that's gonna be there and then. So I don't want anybody to think that we're gonna go down there and change the name. It's gonna be J.P. Small Ballpark, And like I said, one thing people fail to realize, everybody was excited about this weekend to see the yellow bananas. Savannah bananas, I'm sorry. But they didn't know about the Indianapolis Clowns. The Indianapolis Clowns were the Harlem Globetrotters before they were Harlem Globetrotters. A lot of the members left baseball after baseball was integrated and became the Indianapolis Clowns. So like I said, again, welcome to the house that baseball built. Take it.
I have heard several people say they were worried about the name change, so I hope those worries are all gone, right? The name's not changing to Hank Aaron.
Thank you.
All right, in keeping with the baseball theme, we have a fashion class at the Performers Academy, and doing research for Durkeeville, they decided they would jazz up some jerseys. So I'm going to bring up Miss D, who is our fashion design instructor, and let her introduce her models. Miss Denisha Sylvester, come on up.
Hey everybody, how's everybody doing? All right, well as Miss Cat said, I am Miss D, and I always say I'm everybody's favorite fashion teacher because that's what we do. Fashion is our passion. So we went on a field trip to the baseball field, and we decided that that was what we were doing. We were going to bring back baseball and think about Durkeeville and the Jacksonville Red Caps. So I've got an amazing fashion class. Come on up, guys. And while they're coming, because it is Women's History Month, there were 3 amazing black female baseball players. And if you look on their jerseys, you're going to be able to see them. So we're going to go through all of them.
Hi, my name is Janae. So I go to the Performance Jacks, and similar to jams, we do music, fashion, arts, all of that stuff. And I'm in fashion class, and I made a jersey, as you can see, it's black, white, and purple themed. And this was inspired by Mamie Johnson, Mamie Peanut Johnson. I'm going to turn around so you can see what I did in the back. I had a bunch of fun designing this with my friends and sisters. And I love how I come and show all of you guys this.
All right, let's skip the line. Okay, next we have Angela.
Hello, my name is Angela, and I'm here to show you my jersey. As you can see, I chose pink because it's my favorite color. It's vibrant, and I want to be unique. And I'm going to tell you how long it took me to make this. It took me about 2 weeks. But there were some days where I wasn't there to make it, so I'd say it'll take like probably less a week if I stayed. So, say the back, my player I picked is Morgan. It says Princess, my name, because I'm a princess.
All right, come on, give it up for the princess. All right. Next we have Trinity that's been hiding. She told me, Miss D, I don't want to say nothing, okay? So Miss Trinity is wearing the entire team on the back, and she's got Durkeeville on her sleeve, and she's giving fashion, high fashion, with the blue, with the red, and the tennis skirt. Thank you, thank you. Let's give her some, y'all. Give her some love. All right, next we have Mr. Kamen. Now what's important about Kamen is the music that you hear. He produced it for the fashion class. Okay, so we're going to let him play just a little bit of it so that y'all can hear that now. Come on, y'all, let's get some. Come on, y'all. Go ahead. All right, thank y'all. All right.
Yeah, so I'm Kaylin. I help produce some of the music along with the styles. Gotta credit him. I do everything hard, but for now, here's my jersey.
Thank you, sir. Next we have Miss Tabitha. Come on up. Now, Ms. Tabitha has done lots of interviews for some of the amazing Durkeeville founders and some people who helped get those grants. So I want you to talk a little bit about Ms. Lovely.
Hello, everyone. Yes, this is my mother's. Just want to put that out there. Yes. Yes. Yes, the mother. Yes. But, yes, I actually have been doing lots of podcasts recently, interviewing some of the famous Durkeeville people. And one of my favorite was Miss Carlotta Williams. Yes, she was very interesting. But that's kind of it. This is my jersey. You know, it's kind of last minute, so I just put a whole bunch of patches on it that I like. Food, yes, delicious. And I have a whole team of all that. Yes. And this is what my best friends got. You know, they're really good at me. But bye-bye.
All right, next we have Miss Lala. Okay, you ready, Lala? Yes.
Hello, everyone. My name is Lala. Let me actually introduce myself properly. My name is Lorraine Middleton, but everyone calls me Lala, if you will. So I am with the fashion class. As you see behind me, wonderful, amazing students, as I will say, and our teacher, Miss D. So I have been doing a couple podcasts, like Tabitha said too, and I did most of them, but I've worked on this jersey. And out of all of the students, I think I took the longest because I added more than them. So first I added the lace, as you can see. Then I have a couple of patches in the front, then on the side, then on the back. Then I have some long sleeves, as you can see them. Then I wear my gloves to match, and my heels. And I made a skirt as well. It looks good, I know. I just want to say I'm so grateful to Miss Catherine, TPA, Jams, everyone that has come out today. It's good to see all your faces and everyone, because this is what we're supposed to do for our community. We have to stand up. Am I right? So thank you and have fun.
Thank you, Ms. Lala. As you can see, she's our fashion class first person. Let's give her all of that. Thank you, everyone.
I've always wanted to play baseball. Playing ball is a big thing in my house. All my brothers play and I want to too. But Mama always tells me no. She says that girls don't play ball. Plus she don't want me to get my new clothes dirty. But still, I learned plenty just from watching. I watch my brothers play sometimes. And I even try and sneak in and play with them. But then she catches me and tells me to go back in the house. But Dad likes to take us to the ball games on the weekends. We watch the Negro Leagues play and all the different teams, and I've learned to memorize some of the names. But one thing I noticed that I've never seen girls. And it was always blowing my mind. I mean, I knew I wanted to play, but I had never heard any other girls my age say they wanted to play. And on the field, I'd never seen any women play. So I just started thinking it wasn't possible. I mean, I ain't know nothing about the rules, and I don't think I've ever heard anybody say that it's illegal for girls to play in the games, but that's why I started thinking, maybe it's not possible. Maybe girls shouldn't play baseball. Maybe I should just go back to learning all that lady stuff that Mom says I should be figuring out. But then I went to this one game, and I remember it like it was yesterday. I'll never forget it. I was sitting in the stands with my dad and my brothers, and we were listening to the announcer say all the players' names. And I heard him say a new name I hadn't heard before, Tony Stone. At first, I remember thinking it sounded like a boy's name. But then I saw her walk out. Some people cheered and others got all riled up and fussed, saying that no girl should ever be on the field. But all I could ever think was that she was a girl. And I had finally gotten to see another girl do the thing that I wanted to do. And I knew that I could be her one day.
So it is very exciting how women play baseball here, and that's really what we wanted to celebrate. Thank you, Zuri, for sharing that story, and thank you to the fashion class. Can we give them another round of applause? And now, next we're going to honor Pastor Harris. And in order to do that, we're going to bring back up Miss Tamisha Hill, and she's bringing up Hallie Bay Williams. Williams Bay, right? Okay, so give them a round of applause.
Everyone, Elder Harris would have been here, but he's actually in Tallahassee passing a mantle as president to the incoming president of the Northeast region. So that is the honor that many people don't get to have, to actually see their successor. And so we're standing in the gap. One of the young ladies mentioned Miss Carlotta Williams. I want to highlight Miss Carlotta and the work that she did in the organization that I am about to present, because she was the phenomenal hands that wrote the project into existence. She wrote the money into existence. She is a grant writer, and her organization is called Kama Kulina. Now, what they created was the Community Alliance Development Corporation. The Community Alliance Development Corporation was organized in 1996. The goal of the CADC is the physical, economic, and social redevelopment of the Durkeeville, neighborhood and surrounding communities. It was so beautifully written that I am just going to read what they wrote so that you can see the passion and the community commitment, the number of individuals that work together to make the Oaks of Durkeeville what it is today. Through a Hope 6 planning grant, the Jacksonville Housing Authority, in partnership with the new Community Alliance Development Corporation and the Durkeeville Residence Management Corporation, the Myrtle Avenue Neighborhood Improvement Association, the City of Jacksonville, and local social services and nonprofit organizations have developed a consensus plan reflective of the neighborhood's character and desires. This plan for 459 new and rehabilitated housing for sale and rental fosters more than 24 partnerships between the community and the newly formed Community Alliance Development Corporation for expanded support services and plan implementation. They didn't just go in thinking they had all of the answers. They reached out to their community to make it sustainable. It then goes on to say, the plan integrates the new development with the adjacent community by reopening the traditional street patterns, providing mixed-income housing opportunities both on-site and off-site, and places direct responsibility for the long-term management of the affected on the residents. Thus, the rebirth of Durkeeville, a miracle on Myrtle Ave. It fulfills the policies of HUD. It fulfills the policies of the Cisneros administration, that was a previous mayor, to use HUD dollars more effectively by replacing distressed public housing with economically viable, safe neighborhoods, which fulfill the hope of residents for a better quality of life. There is a quote included in the application from David Osborne, and it reads, "Growth does not occur because new buildings are constructed or housing is renovated in the area. Growth occurs because people begin creating something of economic value, earning income, and reinvesting in the creation for more value. The most attractive housing development or urban renewal projects create no real growth if they are filled with or surrounded by people who are unable to generate economic activity. They may improve lives, but they will not create a process through which people can pull themselves out of poverty. Check. Yes, yes. So I wanted to highlight even more what they were stating, what their goal was. They wanted to change the unit size and shape. They said due to the age, space inadequacies, and a cost comparison of rehabilitation versus new construction, it was determined with the residents that the best alternative was complete demolition of the site, except for 2 structures to be retained. Community spaces. Since the Emmett Reed Center, just east of Durkeeville development, is the most utilized and accessible facility in the area, supportive services should be centralized there. Can the members of Center of Hope just please stand up? Because they are housed in the Emmett Reed Center, where it is a hub for social services. The facility will be expanded, renovated, and upgraded to accommodate the much needed support services, including a community computer lab, community meeting rooms for employment training and education literacy workshops, classes and or seminars, senior socialization and community services, family self-sufficiency services, transportation services, and youth services, including indoor and outdoor recreational activities. This was going on in 1996, and we're still fighting for the same things. But they actually created an amazing foundation for us to continue to launch off of. No, I'm sorry. The proposed redevelopment plan also includes renovating 2 of the existing buildings on the Durkeeville site for their historical significance. The buildings will be renovated to house the resident management offices, a daycare facility, and a museum of history of Durkeeville for its residents, and famous ball players of the Negro League who played at J.P. Smalls. Do y'all see how all of this is working together? The 280 public housing units on Durkeeville's site will be replaced with 229 new housing units. Another 174 new units will be built off-site, including 130 for home ownership and 44 for renters. So the CADC, the Community Alliance Development Corporation, set a game plan for how we are to move forward as a community, continuing to build each other up with direct services, housing, economic value, and employment. They are still at work today. The CADC came out of the house of Mount Olive Primitive Baptist Church. It is the church located right here on the corner of Myrtle Ave and Kings Road. You'll actually see it on the mural, and Elder Harris is still with us. This is, right? And this is Mr. Hallie Williams-Bay, who actually sits on the board, and he's going to share some information about some of the services they still provide.
Good afternoon, everybody. I want to say thank you. This is a good recognition. I want to recognize all the politicians, the mothers, grandmothers, great-grandmothers who made all this happen. The CDC started the resident. Got together along with Celia Miller, Ms. Willie Green, Thomas Arthur Williams, Pastor Harris White, and all these church members. And like we're saying, the world's created, but we need even all the time to make us do what we got to do. Paul Chuckwilder came from Memphis, Tennessee. In the process coming from Memphis, Tennessee, he met with a fellow named Lou Belkin, along with the Housing Authority, got together and developed the housing, which you see here. I worked with Urban League during that particular time. We got an Urban League and Claire White, everybody came together as a unit. This is the only unique unit in the whole country built on the whole 10. We're the only one ever been built like that. Pastor Harris also is a Marine, is an Army Vietnam vet. I'm a Marine Vietnam vet. And a lot of stuff we do behind the scene because we love Jacksonville. What he created then, right now, we're still seeing veterans in the neighborhood. Okay? We help anybody that's homeless. We have a clothes bank. We have a food bank. Everything's still taking place right here. The Historic Society moved from Durkeeville to the old location. So everything you see now, we expanded. Paul Tutwiler was a little person at the CDC. He almost like a governor right now because all things he's done for the north side, Moncrief, where Vernon Avenue meet, that's known as Paul Tutwiler Corner because he's doing so much there. And then just to say now that God make everybody, the world's round. A man from Memphis, those from Jacksonville, Dan from Georgia, Ronnie First from New York City, we all come together for the CADC. And thank you, we love you being here. The mirror is great. And Paul Tutwiler, Ben Frazier, Pastor Harris, and the city of Jacksonville, we love you.
Next, we have a speaker from Jams who's going to share a poem about human connection. I think that's so appropriate for what all we've done here with bringing all these groups together. So please help me welcome Kiara.
March Self-Harm Awareness Month. So I'm reminding everyone to eat. I remember when I didn't allow my stomach to drop to my feet. I ignored every rallies, I ignored every plea. Got my first meal 7 a.m., my next p.m. 8:15. Some days I wouldn't eat at all, too busy counting calories. I gained 5 pounds in 1 month, but only remember eating 1.3. So I started to throw up, thinking that would be just fine. Face down, I know the outline of every toilet bowl. Close my eyes and count to 9. 2 fingers aimed, popped back, shooting like a pistol pushed at the back of my throat. When the food came up, it was like I finally let out the antidote. The thing that keeps many from suicide is the process of pulling each trigger. The thought of miscounting the amount of pills. The fact you may not get deep enough in what your family may think. March is Self-Harm Awareness Month. So I'm reminding every male he is handsome and every female that she's pretty. Please remember your life is worth living. Every trial that you go through, you are strong in the beginning, but get even stronger in the end. Right now is the time to seek help, even if it's only from a friend. March, Self-Harm Awareness Month. Why do we only choose 1 month to be aware of the thing that we should be aware of all year? So to the people who put their hair out, pick yourself up. To the people with long time, lifetime razor scars that look like trophies on each arm, pick yourself up. To the people who abuse, to people who misuse and abuse substances, pick yourself up. To the girls who count the amount of sugar in each cereal bowl, pick yourself up. 8 billion arthropods when you believe there's no one there to help you. Pick yourself up or dig you out. I will take both my upper limbs and hold you. Like the waves caress the shore, I will be a silent anchor keeping your ship on the seafloor. And when you think you are no more, I will show you you're so much better than you know. March is Self-Harm Awareness Month, but all I am reminding you is to become aware of your self-harm. Thank you.
Do that one more time for Kiara. That's she's from Jalen. We appreciate you coming out. And now we're gonna do just a couple of more things before we have the ribbon cutting and ask you to come join us over there and put your hands on the mural. And what we're going to do in just a minute, when we excuse y'all for the ribbon cutting, we're going to show the video here and we'll show it twice. So y'all come back because we did a lot of interviews and we've done a compilation of them in a video to share the history. So I want to make sure that we all get to see the ribbon cutting first, but we'll also have the video. So part of what made all of this possible was our partnership with Heart4Minds, and we really appreciate all the work that they've done around the city in spreading dragonflies. And I've got Gina Corson here to talk a little bit about their mission. Gina.
Thank you very much. First, I'm Gina Corson. I'm one of the co-founders of Heart4Minds, and I want to thank Catherine and to everyone else who's made this event absolutely phenomenal today. So they all appreciate, deserve our appreciation. So we started almost 6 years ago after my co-founder lost her 22-year-old son who was battling depression and anxiety. Frustrated with the stigma and timely access to help, Alex brought Xanax on the street. It was laced with fentanyl, and he died. In the year following the loss of Alex, they realized that their friends weren't educated on the signs and symptoms, and neither were they. How to early diagnose it, and how to support loved ones who may be going through a challenge that they don't get to the point where they feel just so desperate. We started our initiative. We operate on the simple notion that no one should ever lose a loved one simply because they don't have access to information or care. We started our largest initiative, Murals with Meaning, which is why you're here today, off of a photo of Alex after a dragonfly landed on his nose. But importantly, representing hope, strength, and change, we commissioned murals using local artists, combine the mural with education and awareness, include a QR code to link people to information and providers, and spark change. Thanks to the incredible organizations that came together today, we are honored to bring this 9-panel mural to life, representing the history of this community and bringing it all together. Thank you to the artists, Tatiana and Chris, and all of their helpers for their vision. Tethering the mural in the center is an important part of this artwork, the creation of a hand-print dragonfly. Its representation of community and change is critical. So we invite you to join us in creating that dragonfly. Help us lend a hand. As a symbol, the fundamental notion that we all have the power to change in the palm of our hand, and when we come together, that change can be seen. So after the ribbon cutting, please join us out by the river.
Look what I got. Some serious ribbon, because we got some serious ribbon cutting to do. Councilman Caruso, come on up, please. Listen, we couldn't have arranged this Liga without his help. He had to pull some strings, get us a stage, get us some streets closed, and all that good stuff. But he's been very supportive of the 32209 and this whole project, and we appreciate you. And we'd asked him to come. He didn't tell me this, but I know he's mad his face isn't on the mural. Maybe next year. But he did help us get to this point, and he's going to cut the ribbon for us.
I want to thank you so much. I want to thank everybody who's a part of this process. We've got jams, we've got TPA, we've got the Youth Action Series, we've got the Hearts4Minds, Blue Zones projects, and of course, Unified Community Investors. Tamisha, thank you so much for all this. I do want to thank 2 other council members that are here with us today. We have Councilmember Rockbond Johnson. He's very hard to miss. And we have Jacoby Pickett, also very hard to miss. Both of which are incredible friends and allies of mine up there in City Council. There aren't too many Democrats up there, but we got 2 really great ones right there. And I'm one of 3, or 3 out of 5, so we got 3 out of 5 of them right here. So we're the ones trying to do all the good work with our great Mayor Donna Deegan. But let's get back there. Let's cut this ribbon. I love the fact that we have, our youth. They were the ones that wanted to make this mural happen, and we showed them that when they actually want to get something done, and we collaborate, we work together, it can get done, and that's huge to me. So let's get back there before the sun goes down. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Councilman Caruso. So here's what's going to happen. Walk around if you want to be part of it. Here, take these. You got to cut that ribbon. All right? We're going to cut the yellow ribbon. We're going to get some pictures. And then you're going to be able to put your handprints on the dragonfly in the mural, so you will be there, part of the Durkeeville Mural forever. We're going to show the video in here. We'll show it twice. So come back and watch the video. Thank you all for joining us.
Yo, history is written by the victors. Survivors of the raiders keep the stories like it's hidden, but it's out now. Diversity is inclusively excluded. That's why I'm so proud to find the excellence exuded from my peers and ancestors. Dream of different outcomes. Community can truly be existing here without love. From Emmett Till to Emmett Smith to Emmett Reed. Durkeeville was founded on our freedom like Juneteenth. The brothers and the sisters running bases in the league. See if athletes growing, going pro just like the seas. Joseph Lee Day, celebrating people in every way. The voices we are lifting are so worthy every day. The voices we are lifting are so worthy every day. The voices we are lifting are so worthy. At a time when the people are heavily divided, undecided that we're equal, we still stand 10 toes down here in the sand with canvas to help our memories now expand. Of black lawyers and doctors, of black peace way before the crack era knocked us. To sing songs and spread joy down halls, to see the vision of Coach J.P. Smalls, preserve the legacy. How we'll inspire, well, just let it see. Queens and kings to have a dream that people say, just let it be. Giving love is everything. I see the future way ahead of me. I see the future way ahead of me. I see the future way ahead of me. I see the future way ahead of me.
1, 2, 3.